Hello, Pete. Good morning. Happy Friday. Got my coffee. Hello, Blue Hawk and Richard Chappelle. Hello. Welcome to the Friday chat, comic book investment chat. Let me get situated here and then we can get going. Happy Friday. It is kind of a cloudy day here. I actually had to turn on the light in the room because it's kind of gloomy, but fall is here finally. Okay, fall is here finally. We actually have really nice and cool weather. By cool, I mean in the 70s. I think for the first time in a long time that the AC in my house didn't get turned on for the past 2 or 3 days. Okay, because it's been cool enough that the AC didn't need to kick in, and I only set the heat to turn on if the temperature in the house dropped to 67 degrees. So right now it is in the low 70s. The AC is set at 73. Depends. Sometimes it's 72, sometimes it's 73. My wife and son kind of move it up and down depending on how they feel. Blue Hawk, yes. Thank you, BTC guy. Yeah, as you see on the screen here, I got the Comic Link auction, the feature auction kicked off. And if you see the thumbnail, you get a hint of what I'm about to talk about, what I am about to say about this auction. No, I have been following Comic Link auction for over a decade. Yeah, God, time flies. Time flew. Time flew when you get older. Goodness gracious. But I don't keep track of every single auction, how many books are up for auction. But for sure, this is one of the smallest. Okay, if you look at the auction, if you go to Comic Link right now, when I did the preview a week ago, I think the total number of listing was about 36 pages. I thought for sure, with a week left, by the time the auction kick off on the 17th, Tuesday, I would see the number jump significantly, right? From 36 page to 50 something. I was wrong. Okay, because I emailed Comic Link to submit 5 books that I want to send to them. I thought for sure I'm not the only one that is submitting a bunch of books the last minutes and that number of listings will jump significantly. Wrong. Okay, literally only 3 page, only an additional 150 slabs was added to this auction in last week for a feature auction, which is their big auction. Okay, end of the year auction, because like I said, this auction is gonna run for the next 2 weeks through the first week of December. Only 1662, like 1662 slab. I think that's how much I counted. I could miscount a few here and there, but that is small. That is so small. Okay. And there's a lot of different ways to look at the supply drying up. Certainly, I think by the supplies drying up, it is beneficial to the seller. Okay, so if you're sending your books to Comic Link last month, this month, in fact, the last 6 months, you would be happy with the result for the most part. Certainly, from if you watch my the market report I did for the past year, no doubt the low point was March and April, right? And then since June, July, August, even the madness that we had in July, where we had 10,000 slabs, yeah, that was an insane, a lot of junk, okay, a lot of low price, low grade, non-key stuff. But since July, we've seen a smaller number and smaller and smaller and smaller. And wow, to have this big option with some big books like you see on the screen, Batman 1, All-Star 8, Wonder Woman 1, Captain America, a lot of big books, a lot of big books that should draw in the eyeballs, the attention. When you see that kind of level of big books, even a 10.0, Secret War 8, a 10.0, okay, so it is a huge surprise because for me, you know, no doubt seeing that kind of big books definitely spur me to want to send in something because I know it's going to get some attention because there's so many big books and it's going to draw in some deep pockets player. But wow, this is a small auction. What would I say about this? How would you interpret? How would I interpret the small auction? Is this seller's strike, as they call it? You know, like by saying seller's strike, that's like saying sellers are not willing to sell. Okay, it's not like they go on strike. You know, they are not willing to sell. At least not a lot of them. So yes, less quantity. That could be one of the reason. Heritage. Yeah, I was so busy yesterday doing other things that I failed to launch a live chat. Okay, I couldn't even watch that big auction, the Detective 27, but uh, I wish I did. That would have been a lot of fun to do a live chat and watch how that big crazy book went. 1.5 million for Detective 27. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's higher than many people expectation. Okay, I think a lot of the big books, you know, I'm not surprised. Okay, I'm not surprised given the current situation with the comic market, the collectible hobbies in general, whether it's baseball cards or Magic the Gathering or comic books, it's astounding. It is astounding at how high so many things have went. Astounding. Let's go to the comic real quick. You know, we still have a long way to go with Comic Link. Okay, so um, let's see the Secret War. I want to see. Let's see let's do something. Let's go to the first session. Let's see the high. Okay, let's see. What am I doing here? Highest comic bid. Let's do that. Batman 3.0, 74,000. Captain America 5.5. That's 64. The 9.8. Look at that. That's Spider-Man 3, 9.8. It's already 58. Goodness gracious. We are a long way to go. Wow. The X-Men 1. Look at X-Men 1. This is a gorgeous copy. Wow. Look at that. That's a bright X-Men 1 7.0. 7.0. You even get the back cover. There you go. Yeah. Don't you wish Comic Link would do this for every single book? Especially these, okay? Sure. When you have 10,000 listings, it's hard to imagine providing the scans for every single book because some of those books are worthless in general. But to see this book, you need to see both the back and the front. Wow, that's a beautiful copy. No doubt about it. Let's me adjust this so that I can see the comment. Yeah, it's some crazy book. Let's go Secret War. Secret Wars 10. What is the current bid? Oh, the Secret War 8, I mean. 10.0, but it's issue 8. Oh my, look at that. 9,300. Yeah. Yeah. There you go. Razor sharp. Okay. Razor sharp. Nice book. When it comes down to 10.0, hard to tell a 10.0 from a 9.9 for many books. So there's no way for me to say anything about that book as far as is it 10.0? That's what CGC says. Wow. Let's see some highest art bid. Let's see. Oh yeah, look at that. The Spider-Man 299. Yeah, yeah. 111,000 so far. That, man, I would love to have that. Marvel Comic presents Barry Windsor Smith. Wow, look at that. As Paris Hilton would say, that's hot. Look at that. That's just gorgeous right there. Look at the details. Look at the details. Oh, that's hot. But I missed Heritage yesterday. Let's take a look. Still going on, I know. Wow. The Frazetta painting, 1.2 million. Well, buy it now, 1.2 million. So whoever it is that won it now is asking 1.2 million. How to see past result? It's been a while since I navigate Heritage. Ah! How do I see? Huh. Feature items. Feature items. And I see the historical prices. Wow, there's some insane, gorgeous stuff. Where is the Detective 27? Ay. View lots. Completed. Yes. Duh. I got here. Alrighty. 1.5 million. There you go. I want to see this. Look at this. Oh my God. 100. Damn. Double damn, right? 130. Oh my God. Oh my God. That that's that's yeah. What else can you say, right? What else can you say? What else can you say? Hello, Jay Chala. Indeed. I love that line from Paris Hilton. That's hot. Gotta say with a sexy voice. That's hot. Oh mine. Oh mine. Oof. Maybe next year I should do a. I used to do a market report for all the heritage auction. Maybe I should return doing that because there are just so many insane price that I need to do a recap of these auction and add my color commentaries to them. 90,000. Wow. Yeah. Insane. How about this one? 78,000. Yeah. I don't have that book. Would love to have it, but No, not for 78. Daddy does not have $78,000 to buy that book. Oh my goodness. Even this one, 2.5. What is this? 2.5. CBCS, 72,000. Jesus. Holy madness. What? Whoa. Yeah, man. 2.5. White page. Goodness gracious. Let's see the back cover. Yeah. Beauty. A beauty. 72 grand. Yeah. Amazing Fantasy 15. 6.0. That's a beauty. Goodness gracious. 66,000. Not a bad price. Okay, not a bad price. Not a bad price at all. You know? Yeah. Oh my goodness, I'm all over the place. I'm not so used to navigating with so many uh, different windows open up. My goodness, there are just some insane prices. There you go, 38,000. To me, here's a book that I don't think is crazy expensive. You know, I mean, it's a Riddler. It's not the Joker, but still, 38,400. That's not bad. That's not like, oh my God, that is so expensive. That's a call it a bargain, but it's not like a book that's just like blew up, you know? Oh my. How about this? Now here's a book that didn't blow up, 34,800 for 4 point. That's I haven't looked at GPA, but if I had to guess the price, I would say that that's meh. Okay, it's not low, but it's not hot. Okay, yeah. Okay, let me go back to enough of the eye candy. Okay, enough of that. We don't need to see that. Yeah, you had enough of that. Yeah, yeah. So there you go. So back to the market right now. What's going on with the stock market? Down a little bit. Yeah, not bad. Um, I think the state of the market right now is, you know, I'm not worried as far as a crash in the comic market. I've been saying for a while now, I don't see a crash coming. There is certainly a disconnect between the economy and all financial market. It's not just the comic market. You're talking about the stock market. You're talking about all collectible market is so hot that there's a disconnect. Okay, what's going on? You know, normally you want to see a booming econ. We are used to see booming economy, booming market, booming stock market, and then that trickle down into collectible. But that's not the case. That is not the case that we are witnessing right now. Okay, there's no doubt that it's hard to put logic into why certain market is doing so well when things are so bad. You know, prior to the election, a few people commented in many of my investment chat video, the stock market is being propped up to have Trump re-elected. As always, don't repeat words from talking idiots. Okay? Regardless of your political stand, if that was the reason, if that was the case, if that was the proof, then why is the market up after the election? How many people proclaim there will be bargains to be had? Wait until after the election. Guess what? If you wait until after the election, you probably miss the boat on a lot of good investments. You know, there's as much as I love stock trading, stock investing, you will never see me do a channel that talk strictly about the stock market or investments. It's bad enough to have to debate, argue with people about comic books. The last thing I want to do is open up to daily e-fighting with people that talk about the stock market when they have no idea what they are talking about, okay? No idea. Hello, Frankie Scaramanga. Um, am I pulling out of Bitcoin? No, no. I'm waiting for a 20% correction to buy more. Did I put the wrong date on the video? I may have put out the wrong date. Yes, it is from the future. Children from of the 80s and the 90s have disposable income. Um, that's part of what's fueling the market. But there's a lot of younger people speculating in the market as well. Hopefully, they don't get burned, toasted, right? So, it's if you watch my channel since the pandemic hit in March, right? I have talked about buying a certain things. I talk about what I buy, right? I don't tell anybody what to buy because you know uh, it's I've been there, done that. Okay, I I have been in the business of managing people's money for long enough to know that when it comes down to money, here's the thing that irked me for many years when I was in the business of managing people's money. If I have something wrong with my teeth, I go to the dentist and listen to his or her advice. If I'm sick, doctor, if my car broke down, I take it to the mechanics. I listen to the professionals. But when it comes to money, and I had talked about this a few times on my channel, but when it comes down to money, even homeless people will give me advice on where to invest. Okay. So I learned that it is futile, even if someone is paying me to invest, to manage their money, they will no doubt sooner or later tell me how to do my job. Yeah, that's just the nature when it comes down to money. So since then, since I left that field professionally, I have learned to not tell people what to invest in. Okay, if people don't understand about something, I told them, go research, go read up on something. If you're comfortable with that, then by all means put your money there. If you're not, you're not. Okay, I'm not going to sit there and tell you how to invest your money. um, for example, Bitcoin. I talk about buying Bitcoin since March and April, right? And almost every time I talk about Bitcoin, sooner or later somebody will tell me that it's not a good thing. I'm sure those in the chat room will agree. They have had people that pop in the chat room and shine in on what they don't like about Bitcoin, how it's dumb, how it is not good, how whatever. And what have I said for the past 6 months? You don't have to buy it. Okay, you don't have to touch any of it. If you're not comfortable with something because you don't understand it, it's okay. There's no reason to dip your toes in something that you have no understanding of what it is. Um, but that's my best advice for anyone on investing in anything, whether it's the stock market, whether it's comic books, whether it's baseball or anything, is A, try to help yourself by doing the homework that you need to do. Okay, if you wait for somebody to tell you what to do, then you're already behind the curve. Okay, you can't rely on people to tell you what to do. Do you know anyone successful in life that approach life that way? Okay, this is the same thing with comic books. Okay, if you don't, if you have to watch YouTubes in order to get, you know, in order to be able to buy the right books, sell the right books, all that stuff, you're already behind the game. There's nothing wrong with watching the video to see if you're doing the right thing. If you are thinking on your own, there's nothing wrong with that. But if you are waiting every day, every week for someone to spoon feed you what to do, then you are behind the curve. Okay, and you're not gonna like what I'm saying, but it's a fact. No one becomes successful by following other people and being told what to do. Okay, successful people need to have that inner something to do it for themselves. The only reason I haven't bought Bitcoin is because the process is too involved. You know, there's a way to buy Bitcoin without opening all kind of different things, as far as, you know, having a special account that deal with Bitcoin. You can buy Bitcoin like a stock. You know, I mean, this is what I told people. I'm like, a Bitcoin is, one Bitcoin right now is 18,000 or whatever it is. Sure, you can buy using, you know, uh, the apps that I use. You know, what there's a whole bunch of different apps that you can use to buy Bitcoin, but you can also buy Bitcoin on the stock market. Okay, that's there you go. That's a perfect example of not doing your homework. It's just like, if you're doing your homework, you will see that you can buy Bitcoin like a stock, an ETF. Okay, it's like an ETF. You can do it, and it behave like 99%. You know, correlated with the way Bitcoin is. Only, I think the only downside to trading an ETF of Bitcoin, that, you know, Bitcoin trade 24 hours a day. Okay, so I bought many things in my sleep. I placed an order to buy Bitcoin at 10,000. Woke up, it bought some Bitcoin at 10,000 at 2 a.m. Okay, when you're using like an ETF kind of device to buy Bitcoin, then you are limited to the time that you can trade the ETF. So that's the only downside. But exactly, BTC Moon guy right there. Good as gold. There you go. Okay, you can go, you can go to your brokerage account and type in GBTC, and buy Bitcoin at I think right now it's like $18. GBTC, $20. Okay, and it behaves just like Bitcoin. Okay, let me blow it up. Yeah. So do yourself a favor. If you don't understand something, if you don't know something, as I told my wife and son a million times, this is your friend, the keyboard. Learn how to use a simple search function on the internet, can do wonders. Yeah, wonders. Okay. Folding your arm and say, I don't know, is not the answer. I told my son this all the time. Whenever he couldn't find the answer for a project, for an assignment in school, I said, you have the internet, the biggest research resources in the whole world at your fingertips. Use it. And there you go. Now you can trade Bitcoin by buying GBTC. and I own some GBTC. Like I said, I own some GBTC because if I'm trading Bitcoin, okay, if I buy Bitcoin for a long-term hold, I use my other account that I bought and hold the Bitcoin. Okay, if I'm trading Bitcoin using technical analysis, I'm back. I'm not sure what the heck happened there, but the internet connection was going crazy for about 5 minutes. But hopefully, I'm back. Thank you, Gen X. Okay. Oh, speaking of that, good thing I was reminded. Look like I did cross the 5,000. So what I will do for those that are still around, hopefully some people are still around. What I will do is tomorrow I will print out all the questions from all the. I think people post questions all over the place. Okay, there's like 3 different videos where people. That was my bad. Okay, I didn't think it through to make one video to announce the prize giveaway thing. So it was my bad. So there's questions in like 2 or 3 different places. So what I will do tomorrow is print out all the questions, cut them up, put all the question into 2 buckets. Okay, one for bronze slot, one for silver slot, and a third bucket for cash only. So there will be 3 winners. Okay, there will be 3 winners. And then I will draw the name answer the question from the 3 buckets. So that's my plan. My plan tomorrow is do that. Well, I will cut up all the questions, and I will do a live Q&A prize winner announcement Sunday, 10 a.m. Hopefully, I can get through as many questions as I can. If not, I will do it again another time. I try not to run my chat for more than an hour. I don't know how other people can do 2 or 3 hour chat. For me, 1 hour is long enough. But that's my plan. My plan is to do that. Okay. Is there a possibility the same person could win both prize? No. Even if a person, let's say a person sent in 2 questions, okay, and put 2 different lots on the questions. If I pick out the same person, I will pick out another person. I like to spread around. There will be 3 winners, and it's not going to be the same person. I will make it so that only one person can win one thing. Ethereum, yes, some people. I have some Ethereum as well. You know, it's not something that I put significantly more money into Bitcoin and Ethereum. Like if I sell all my Ethereum right now, I might be able to buy a dime. I'm trying to think of how many Ethereum share I have or coins I have, because yeah, if I liquidate all my Ethereum, I think I have enough to buy a dime or at the most 2 dimes. And more shipping. No, well, yeah. I mean, I don't mind the shipping. That's part of the cost of give away the price. So if it cost me an extra $10 to ship the price to 2 different people instead of 1 person, it's all right. It's not a big deal. Hello, Miflap Music. Happy Turkey Day. After it breaks 50, it will go back to all-time high. Yeah, I mean, no rush to sell. Like I said, I am in no rush to sell any of my Bitcoin. Now, I did trade some Bitcoins back in May and June. If you watch my chat, I talk about it. I sold some when Bitcoin hit 12,000. I sold some, and I was lucky enough to buy them back below 11,000, 10,000, just below 10,000. So I did that. But after that one time, I told myself, why bother trading? Just leave it there. It's so volatile that if I sell something, I might miss. Okay, so it's better to just buy on the dip than trying to buy, sell. I do better with stock buying and selling, but when it comes down to Bitcoin, because it is so volatile, there's a lot of people trade Bitcoin, not me. Blue Hawk say, I hate shipping. Oh yeah, shipping is a complete pain in the butt. But even worse than shipping is grading, pricing, and selling. if shipping is a pain in the butt, it's a good thing, because that means that you sold the book and the money is in your hand. Okay, so trust me, a lot of people that watch this video are not sellers of anything. Okay, they buy, they hoard, They can't stop buying. They can't imagine selling anything. Just wait. Someday when you have to sell, you will understand and you will kick yourself in the ass, saying to yourself, why the heck did I buy so much junk? Okay. It's never easy to sell. Buying is easy. It's a click of a button. Selling requires grading, do video, take pictures, research the price, sell, collect the money, ship the books, worry about getting damaged, the whole works. Trust me, I can't wait. I am down to about 1,000 books to sell. So the next 2 years, hopefully I will reach that goal, and I will. I don't have to hope. I know I will reach that goal, and then I can move on with my life. Blue Hawk says ship 16 packages all at a loss. What did you mean? You buy something that you had to solve cheaper? Were they? What was it? What kind of books were they that you ship out 16 different packages and all losing money? That's a bummer. Oh yeah, I mean, selling is a lot of work. I mean, I'm so used to it. I sold thousands, tens of thousands of books. Okay, so it's a routine for me. It does not mean that I enjoy it any more than I hate. Okay, it's work. It's the worst part of this hobby for sure. Okay, and trust me, I'm glad to be able to sell them quickly, but I cannot wait. I cannot wait to sell the remaining 1,000 books and then be done. Oh, Blue Hawk said $10 per book, sold on eBay, 99 cents free shipping. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of free shipping, okay, on cheap books because shipping is getting very expensive. In fact, the post office is raising prices again, okay? So trust me, I cannot wait to finish selling because if anything that we know is that shipping costs will keep going higher and higher and higher, and then it's gonna make it so difficult to sell cheap books. Okay, that's the thing. More and more people will have to, sell things in lots. It makes no sense to sell something under $3, under $10, under $5 when shipping one book can cost you $5, right? That make no sense. I mean, yeah, I mean, I'm not a fan of free shipping either. In fact, I don't offer free shipping because a lot of people, a lot of buyers. I know free shipping is enticing for buyers, but a lot of sellers that offer free shipping usually undercut the cost of shipping in their pricing of the books that they end up losing money selling the book. So no, 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 thank you. I refuse. I refuse. I will offer free shipping to some people because I'm nice. There are people that buy from me regularly that get free shipping because I'm nice. But in general, I don't offer free shipping to the majority of the people that buy anything from me because it's expensive. Correct, Gen X. The post office have been operating at a loss for a long, long time. They had to keep on raising prices. They have been raising prices a lot in the past 10 years, and they're still behind. Okay, they're still behind. I mean, I don't fault them. Okay, it's a broken system. I mean, I don't want to go into a tangent, but a big part, if you don't understand the post office, a big part of the cost is what? I'm gonna give people time to think about it. Is it because high labor wages, high cost of gasoline to drive the little truck around? What do you think is the highest cost that make the post office so unprofitable for so many years now, if not decades? Retirement. Okay, the cost of paying the benefits and retirement money to all of the tens and thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of post office worker. Yeah, that's the problem. You know, if you research more about, you know, the kind of benefits that the post office give and how much they pay after you retire, and you factor in decades of tens of thousands of people with benefits and all that stuff, yeah, the legacy cost is tremendous. Correct. Some people guess it, the pension. Yeah, it's, you know, I like to bring up these things whenever I talk about, you know, because a lot of people just don't understand, like, oh, the post office is raising prices because higher gas prices or higher labor costs. No, 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 no. Let's get it straight. It's not because of any of that. It's called decades of pension mismanagement. There's a reason why most companies get rid of pensions. There's a reason why many companies don't want unions to offer pension. It's expensive. It is super duper expensive to maintain pensions for retiree, especially when people are living into their 70s and their 80s. Okay, that's the problem. It's a huge problem. Okay, it's a massive problem, and you know, I can go into hours long of discussion on, you know, social security, but it's a similar problem with our social security system. A lot of people want to blame government mismanagement on this and that. You know what? The biggest mismanagement with social security is something that nobody talk about. I talk about this for the past 25 years, and not one person is willing to debate me on this intelligently because they can't. What do you think it is? Because people mismanage your social security? No, you live too long. Okay, you got to understand the formula that calculate how much you pay to social security and how much you receive is what is old and broken, because it was created back when people don't live past 70s. Okay, that's the problem. You know, back when it was created and say, okay, when you're 65, you can collect social security, the average person does not live past 70 or around 70-ish. Okay, so you don't live long to collect social security, but that has been broken. The average living person in the US is well above 70, right? Go look at the death rates. That's what broke the system. They had never adjusted that formula since they created that formula. So stupid. So stupid. Anyhow, but before I go into way tangent into things that nobody cared to hear, back to the comic market. I made a video that I will load probably Monday or Tuesday, you know, because Sunday is going to be a long Q&A session, but I will load that one. But I will talk about what I think is driving the market, why some books, some villain books. If you watched the video yesterday, where I show some of the not so hot books in the past few years are coming back to life. There's a good explanation why that is going on. It's very similar with the stock market as well. Okay, there's a reason why some garbage stocks are doing well as well. All right, so it's a lot of the market, whether it's stocks, comic books, or baseball card, they all behave very similarly. Okay, there is a very high correlation of behaviors of people participating in any one of those market. So you can watch that video next week when I load it, and hopefully it will give a good explanation of why books like X Factor 6 or Avenger 55 or other villain books are doing well, okay, or doing better. I wouldn't say well, because if you watched the video yesterday, some of them are still way below the all-time high. Okay, so just because they come off the bottom, it's not time to cheer. Woo! No, a lot of people that bought those books when they were hot are way underwater. Okay, way underwater. Okay, if you haven't watched that video, go watch it. Okay, you see some crazy prices many years ago. So even though as of the last 6 months, they are live returning to those books, seem like things are all good and well. But if you peer back into history 4, 5, 6 years ago, you see some ugly numbers. Okay, a lot of ugly numbers, and a lot of people are still way underwater on those books. Gen X, I will be short on you. Could it be what you mentioned as far as hyperinflate? There's better explanation. But I'm not saying that you're wrong. I'm not going to say that I'm right either. In the video, I explain why certain assets, certain class of asset perform better, and I will discuss that. You just have to watch the video to watch it. But the last Ronin is a super hot modern. Hope you got one. Nope, I don't have one. Indeed, Teenage Mutant Ninja #1, insane. In fact, speaking of that, I need to put together a batch of modern books to submit to CGC. Okay, I have a copy of Teenage Mutant Ninja #1 third print that I want to submit. I also have an issue 2 that I want to. I have a bunch of those Teenage Mutant Ninja books that are hot. I need to pull them out and see what kind of grade they are. I think they are 9.6 to 9.8. I think. So I definitely will put them up to CGC. Okay, before the end of the year, I want to submit a batch. I mean, CGC right now is so slow. It's so slow. It's ridiculously slow. So, but I will send in a batch of modern books, and include in that will be a couple of Teenage Mutant Ninja books. Blue Hawk said, "Who didn't get the last Ronin?" I didn't get the last Ronin. You know, selling is very hard. Okay, selling, a lot of time when you sell something, well, I wouldn't say a lot of time. When you sell something, there's a 50-50 chance that what you sold go higher. Okay, there's a 50-50 chance it will go lower. So a lot of time you will feel you miss out on something. Okay, because that's just the way life is. Okay, if you are a trader, if you are like a stock trader like me, that learn to accept that you're never gonna be selling things at the top, you're never gonna be that lucky to nail it every single time, then you're okay with missing out on some gain. Okay, you just sell when you think it's the right time to sell, and then you move on to something else. There's no winning in beating yourself up in hindsight looking. Okay, if you talk to most traders, okay, most traders will tell you there is zero winning in back mirror looking at something that you sold and say, oh my God, I miss out on making X dollar on that stock because it went X dollar higher, blah, blah, blah. You just can't do that, okay? You always look forward with your opportunities. Look forward with your opportunities and pick out your next winning trades. That's all you can do. You're not buying and holding and hoping and wishful and all that nonsense. Correct, Rams Z. CGC is so busy. I used to, like I say, I submit to CGC in person for a long, long time. And then last year, I couldn't do that anymore. But even last year, when I ship something out, right? When I ship something to them, it get there the next day because we're in the same town. And sometime within the same day, the books are in the system. Okay, if I log into my CGC account, a lot of time on the same day that the books arrive at CGC, it is logged into the system. At worst, it is the next day. At worst. And this go on for last year. But over the last 6 months, I sent 3 batches. In the past 6 months, I sent 3 batches of books to CGC. And my God, it sat there. The tracking would tell me that it got there the next day. But the books doesn't really show up on the system until sometime like a week and a half, 2 weeks later. So that tell me how busy they are, okay? Right there, when I see a week or more from the time that they receive my books before they even open the box, it tells me that they are so busy. They are insanely busy. It's madness, okay? I already did the video showing you how submission is blowing up. And part of my video that I will load next week that talk about how some books are doing, some not so good books are doing better than expected. I will also talk about what I think is driving submission so high. It's not a good thing, okay? It's not a good thing. It's not a positive sign that more people love slab, okay? But you can watch that video and see for yourself if you agree with me or not. Like I said, it's just my opinions on why I think things are playing out the way they are. It's not a good thing. LGFA is CGC being so busy a signal of strength of comics? It will be answered in that video. Okay, I don't want to spoil the video by answering it here, but if you watch the video, I will explain on why I think, what I think, how I interpret the strength at CGC. Okay. But before I go, the one thing that I want to talk about is I will have one more sales in December. I already pulled out a big stack of books. I'm looking at the pile. It's like 60 something books. A lot of DCs, a lot of not a lot of DCs, mostly Neil Adams, mostly high grades, and a lot of not a lot. If it's not DC, then it's mostly Bronx, high grade, Marvel, horror. Okay, so that's on tap for. I will probably shoot the video and load it right after Thanksgiving. So if you're looking to buy something, that's likely the time frame. My goal is to shoot the video, well, grade the books, price the books, and load the video sometime after Thanksgiving, and hopefully sell everything and ship everything else out before Christmas so that I can enjoy Christmas. I don't want to deal with any more selling, packing, shipping, all that stuff. So that's my plan. So that's it. Thank you for joining me. 1 hour is up. Thank you, everybody, for joining me. Until next chat. Most likely, the next chat will be after Thanksgiving, right? So before I go, happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Okay, Thanksgiving is next week, right? So happy Thanksgiving. See you all after Thanksgiving, but you will see me again Sunday. So if you're interested in the 5,000 chat giveaway, Q&A, and the prize giveaway, it's gonna be Sunday. Okay, so you will see me Sunday. Bye-bye.